Yeah, I have.
No, Tommy, you did as a kid.
Yeah, actually, when I was 13, I put Ace Frehley Spaceman makeup on. I've always been a big fan of Ace, as you know, and so I had some fun on Halloween. I'm sure a lot of you did too.
Yeah. There's a story I was going to tell you. I actually have a true story. A friend of mine, first time I met Gene, I brought a friend of mine who was also a huge Kiss fan like me, and nervously he said to Gene, "Gene, I was Gene Simmons every year for Halloween," and Gene just looked at him very calmly and said, "So was I." And he goes, "I love you, Gene!" And then walked away. Thank you.
What's funny about that?
Thanks, Gene. Kevin is coming up. Kevin, where are you from?
Dansville, New York.
And Kevin, come on to the stage. And what is your question?
My question is for Gene and Paul. You both have sons with incredible talent. With all due respect, has there ever been any talk of Nick or Evan continuing on your Kiss legacy?
Any talk of your sons continuing the Kiss legacy?
It's kind of quiet up here.
Gene's in negotiation for season 9 of Family Jewels, so we have to wait for that one.
Well, just for the record, Evan, Paul's son, can outplay anybody on this stage. Let me tell you something. It's going to be the next generation of great guitar players. No jokes here. In fact, at our wedding, Nick, our son, got up and sang Roadhouse Blues. Evan got up and tore the house down and played the solo. You will see it October the 18th on A&E.
Thank you, Kevin. What a great question. Gene, Paul, you have such talented sperm. This is Kyle. Kyle, let's go to the middle of the stage, Kyle.
Hey!
Kyle, how old are you?
Turning 15.
All right.
Turning 15. Kyle, come over to the center stage. Say hello to Tommy, Paul. That's Eric over there. Tom, where are you from?
Long Island!
Yeah! Strong Island. And here's your question. What's your question?
Okay, but first before I answer my question, my father was a Navy vet in the 1970s, and he had a terrible accident, costing him his ankles. He earns a disability like every month, and my father can't be here today because he's afraid he would offend other countries except the United States, of course. My dad wants to thank you all for helping out with the wounded warriors and helping out with the veterans to make them feel okay. And okay, here's my question. Now, who's excited for Monster?
We're gonna hire this guy.
Okay, my question is, will we hear any songs from Monster during the indoor shows? Because we all want to hear it, right?
Yeah. Well, of course, no.
That's right.
No, we're I'd say about 3/4 of the way, if not more, done with the album, and it's just great. I mean, as good as we feel about Sonic Boom, this is really a great classic album. And rather than say it sounds a little like this one, a little like that one, it's about as pure as we want to be, and it's as much who we are in the studio as we are live. Right, guys?
Yeah!
You're not in the band. I'm talking to them.
What a great leader. We have Michelle on the stage. Michelle, where are you from?
Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago. And Michelle, what is your question?
Okay. If you could, this is for all the gentlemen, if you could go back in time, and if Six-Man cruises existed, what musical icon would you have gone on a cruise with, and how do you think you would have acted over 4 days on a ship with your favorite band?
Mine would be the Beatles.
Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin.
And I would have probably got drunk with John Bonham.
Gene, any band that you would want to be on a cruise with? they had these kind of events back then?
It's an interesting question. What did Uncle Paul say?
He didn't.
He didn't say. He said Beatles and Led Zeppelin from Tommy and Eric.
What did Paul say?
Age before beauty, you go.
I would probably the Electric Prunes.
And how would they have acted? How would they interact with their band?
Did you act in the
How would
4
I-
days on the cruise? What were your expectations?
I would have done them.
All right. No surprise there. Thank you, Michelle. We have Lisa coming to the stage. Lisa, come on up here. Lisa, where are you from?
Pueblo, Colorado.
Colorado, Pueblo, Colorado. What is your question?
Okay, my question is for Tommy. What did it feel like, and what were your thoughts the very first time you put on the spaceman makeup and appeared on stage with Kiss?
The first time you wore the spaceman makeup and costume, what were your thoughts?
Well, I mean, I think anybody out here would agree that to play lead guitar in the greatest band in the world is really something you can't beat. So, to come out and play the first gig, I think the real first gig was the Kiss Symphony show in Melbourne. And that was a mind-blowing experience for me. I was really nervous, but we made it through it. We were recording the concert for a DVD and a live 4, so there's a little pressure, but we made it through, and it was very gratifying. I was blown away to be doing it, though. What can I say?
And what kind of looks did you get when you took the spaceman outfit to the dry cleaners for the first time?
They said,
everybody, say hello to Max. How you doing, Max? Max, where are you from?
I'm from Florida.
Max is from Florida. How old are you, Max?
I'm 10 years old.
10 years old! All right, Max, here's your question.
Okay, wait, before I answer this, I have to say one thing. This is the greatest day of my life. I've always wanted to meet Gene Simmons since I can remember.
You wanted to meet Gene Simmons as long as you can remember? How long can you remember? There's Gene. Go say hi. He said, I've wanted to meet Gene Simmons my whole life. Eric just said, poor kid.
Aim higher. Aim higher.
Aim higher.
Okay.
All right, Max, go ahead.
As a 10-year-old rocker, bass player, singer, and an ultimate Kiss fan, what would you recommend me to do to become successful in completing my music career?
I'm going to get some good business advice. I hope you write this down.
I have to tell you, you have the most important ingredient right away, and it seems to be in your DNA. You have the heart of a lion. You'll go far, don't you worry.
One more time for Max, everybody. Max, you are the best. One more time for Max. Now we have Thomas. Thomas, where are you from?
Long Island, New York.
Sitting in Gene's chair. Jesus. Oh, yeah! Strong Island.
Actually, I wanted to ask you guys what your plans were for the next CD box set. And could I ask you if each of you for a guitar pick?
He came up to bed. What is the plan for the next CD box set?
Box set, the black box, the CD box set.
What are the plans for the CD box set?
I don't know of any plans right now for a box set, but the next set will probably be Kissology 4, which is pretty amazing. Tommy's putting it together, and
How many hours is this DVD?
It's going to be amazing. You're going to dig it. It's over 10 hours of stuff. 4 discs, great package. It's not quite finished yet, but it's getting there, and I think everybody's gonna dig it.
Thank you, Thomas. We've got John. John, come follow me right here. John, where are you from?
Chatham, New Jersey.
Jersey?
Which exit?
I'm sorry, but my voice has been screaming all day.
It's all right. What's your question?
My question is, if you could go back to the very beginning, is there anything you would do differently?
No! The question was, if we go back to the very beginning, would we do anything differently? Paul Stanley.
Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Stanley.
No. Everything that happened got us to this point. Everything we've done, there are no mistakes. Everything you do in your life is what gets you the next step. And, you know, it goes as far as members in the band. You know, the band could never have made it to this point without the people who've been in the band, and the band could never continue today with those people. So we've got no apologies for anything that's happened, and there are no mistakes.
Wow. Thank you, John. Next up, we have Jay. Jay comes up here.
Hey, look at this tattoo.
I'm your elevator guy from the Atlantic City.
No kidding. Wow.
One more time for John, everybody. We have Jay. Jay, where are you from?
Originally Buffalo, New York, but now Rochester, Minnesota.
All right, Rochester, Minnesota. And go ahead and ask your question.
Gene, in the late 70s, Jack Kirby, the creator of Fantastic Four, Thor, Hulk, X-Men, so on, was asked to do a presentation for the proposed Kiss cartoon. This recently came up on the Jack Kirby Museum Awards webpage that it exists, but nobody knows what happened to it. Do you recall seeing it or where it disappeared to?
The question was, Jack Kirby, the guy who co-created the Fantastic Four and the Hulk and some other people, was approached about doing a Kiss cartoon. Now, the answer is yes, but he was in the middle of renegotiating his Marvel contract, and he left at that point to go to DC, so it never came to fruition. But that's okay, because the Kiss Kids show is coming on Hub, the new Hasbro channel. That'll be on the air in the next 6 months or so.
Anybody see the trailer for The Avengers? Looks awesome.
Thank you, Jay. Coming up, we have Amy. Amy, where are you from? Come on up here. Amy?
Windsor, Connecticut.
Windsor, Connecticut. All right. And Amy, what's your question?
Paul, I know you produced the album Sonic Boom. So my question is, are you producing Monster as well?
Question is, am I producing Monster since I produced Sonic Boom? I am producing Monster and
Kids.
And yes, that's when I'm not producing kids. I've got an 8-week-old now and a 2.5-year-old and a 5-year-old. And I'm getting cable TV so we can stop. Yes, we're doing Monster. I am producing it, and the band couldn't be doing a better job. The songs are amazing. Everybody's playing their asses off. It's something we're very proud of. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy. We have Frank coming. Frank, where are you from?
Brooklyn, New York.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, Frank?
Hey, how you doing?
And Frank, what is your question?
Before I send my question, I just want to tell Paul Stanley that my daughter Lisa's 21. She talks about you every day since she's 5 years old. She's very much in love with you, and just requested a guitar pick.
Absolutely, and I didn't touch her till she was 18.
That's all right. My question is that who is one of the most famous musicians to play on a Kiss studio album that we may be surprised to hear of?
That's an interesting question.
Any musicians that played on a Kiss studio album that weren't credited, that were famous?
Yeah, well, shaking your head?
I'm ready for that one. Who was famous who played on a Kiss album?
We are going to protect the original members of the band and not really go there, so their memory is going to be held in a higher esteem.
We already know all this happened.
Thanks, Frank. Patrick is coming to the stage. Patrick, come join me right up here. Wow. What's going on, Patrick? Where are you from?
Rochester, New York.
Rochester, New York.
Wow.
Patrick, come up here, please.
think we have a firefighter.
Go ahead and ask your question, Patrick.
Guys, for 18 years, this helmet protected my head through literally several hundred house or building fires. It's battered and burnt, baked, and I did it the old-fashioned way, as you say, by getting in and doing it. It's a silent source of pride for me. Very proud and lucky to do what I do. And you guys, anyone that knows me knows how much I love you guys. You're a huge part of who I am also. And if I could get you guys to sign this, it'll be sitting on my casket when I die. My closed casket, it'll be representing who I am. This is what I did.
A Kiss casket?
This is one of
$5,000.
This is again. These are the people who make everything possible. These are the people who guard us and keep us safe. This is one of the finest people. This is a fireman. Give him a round of applause.
They said, don't bring shit to sign. Basically like
Eric, you look like you want to chime in with a joke. You got anything?
Yeah, happy. Hold on.